This is the Sports Dynasty Podcast. I'm Trevor, and this is Juan.
I wonder if they noticed that things are different.
Yeah, I wonder if you notice it's different. It's kind of a change for us now. Yeah. So you see the new format.
We're in a box.
You're in a box. Yeah.
Box. See, look at that's like green behind us.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be football, but you can barely see it because our beautiful mugs are in the way.
Yeah.
We got Sports Dynasty here, Sports Dynasty. Let me put my finger right way over there. I'm too far to reach. There, we got it right there. And we got a little ticker right there. Look at that, mother trucker. Look at all the scores. Look at that. And the most important thing that we have,
which is right there.
Sorry, I'm blocked. There, right here, that little Q&R code. There is no mother freaking excuses now. It goes through the screen. We tried this to make sure, because otherwise I'm gonna put it there. Right there in that Q&R code that's right up there, you use your freaking phone, your camera, and you'll be directed to the iTunes Apple Podcast directory, where it will automatically go to the Sports Dynasty Podcast. We actually are new affiliates of Apple Podcasts now. So,
moving on up, guys.
Exactly. So, it is highly preferred that if you're going to download and subscribe, which you probably are already, but there's always getting newcomers every single day. If that is going to be the preferred method for you to download and support us, you can do it anywhere else. The link tree is going to be in the description like always. You got YouTube and Spotify, and finish it off.
iHeartRadio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Play Radio, app, Podcast Dynasty on Twitter.
All that. We got all that still.
But
the preferred way, the best way to support us is going to be on Apple Podcasts now, because they're supporting us now.
Thank you, Apple.
Yes. Thank you, Apple.
Yes. Yeah, I'm about to
he has it, whatever. So, that is a different intro that we're used to. Yeah, instead of the same old spiel he usually does.
Which people definitely appreciated, though, so I don't care. So, yeah.
Sure. Well, anyway, we had a wacky week, to say the very least. If you were gambling this week, there is a high chance you lost out on some money. Because I did.
That's why I don't do it. Because I get angry when I lose money. So I can imagine just putting money out there, one team or two teams or a point screws up my entire card, and I can't do it.
Or a certain team that has a parentheses next to them in the ticker if you haven't seen it already.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have a new thing now called the low.
The low.
The loser of the week.
Except this time we didn't feel like doing it because they're technically our division rivals. And we are 0.5 away from them right now. We'll explain what that means later when we go through the games.
Yes,
so we decided to, for the first time doing the low of the week, we're just going to call them bums. because that's basically how they played.
Yes.
And you know what? Let's start there. Why not? Let's start there. Let's go with the Buffalo game. My God. Most people lost their money from, this is one of two games most people lost their money from. What's this one?
Wasn't there like at least a 14 point
there was a 14.5 spread, yes. That everyone, including me, thought was gonna cover. I did not bet on the 14.5 though. I actually gave them a touchdown. Because FanDuel's awesome. When we get bigger, we will have FanDuel as sponsors, so I can tease all that stuff then, you know. But you can change spreads and whatnot in FanDuel. And I did that, and they still didn't cover. Because they lost. They lost. So we're gonna start with analysis or jokes? Jokes?
Let's start with jokes. Yeah, what the hell? Those some jokes. Yeah, let's go.
Like I said.
So hey,
0.5. So this was the you got it. My bad. Yeah. My bad, Terry. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Jacksonville Jaguars. This was the first time in 420 days that they've won a game on American soil.
So you're telling me that it was almost CM Punk level title reign in WWE that
currently,
they haven't
ran. Yes, current Roman Reigns. Current Roman Reigns title reign. Yes.
Well, they didn't get to Brock Lesnar in 500 days, so at least.
So yeah, so that's how bad it was. How bad this has been. This is why the biggest win of the last 420 days. Obviously,
this is the biggest win I think since 2018 when they beat New England in week 2.
Yes. Wow. This is pretty hilarious.
That's the best one they have because they've been god awful since. Literally since that game, they've been god awful.
For now, let's just the elephant in the room. Now, if you watched the AFC East showdown with us and the Mafia Sports Report, notice that
you need to watch it this Saturday. By
yes,
the way,
you need to watch.
It's going to be amazing. I'm just going to be sitting here laughing the entire time.
Yes.
I can't wait.
So, our buddy Tommy has spoke about the issues on the offensive line, the offensive play calling, not being able to run the ball when they should, having Josh Allen do QB draws every single play or every other play. Josh Allen is actually the second leading rusher on the team, which is terrible.
By only 70 yards too,
which is terrible.
I think it's 330 something for Singletary and 260 something, which went up now, but still second to Josh Allen.
Which is terrible. And speaking of offensive line, we've seen front hand, this offensive line is really, really bad. The Jacksonville Jaguars front bullied them.
Now, I will give them 25% defense for this. 2 out of the 5 starters were missing in this game. 2 out of the 5. I think their entire right side, I think. Don't quote me on it. You can go to Mafia Sports Report and they'll tell you. But I'm pretty sure it's the right hand side, right guard, left tackle, and right tackle. Sorry, I think. But yeah, 2 out of 5 were gone. Yeah, which gave one person specifically the start, and yeah,
Cody Ford.
I only know about him because of the Mafia Sports Report. He's getting a lot of shout outs in this episode.
Cody Ford is actually a lineman that they drafted, that they traded up in the second round to get, I think, a few years back. And yeah, it hasn't panned out for them the last few years. He's
not garbage.
He's garbage. Oh, he's terrible.
I heard his name at least 5 times in that game yesterday.
For either a holding call or just completely getting blasted by another person named Josh Allen.
The real Josh Allen.
Who doesn't play for the
real
Bills.
Josh Allen, please stand up, because the other one was on the floor the whole game.
Oh, really?
So the real Josh Allen, please stand up.
Oh man, it was pretty bad. It was bad. He got himself a forced fumble recovery.
That's also gonna be in the title of this video.
Fumble
the
recovery.
Real Josh Allen, please stand up.
And he got an interception off Josh Allen, which at that point I'm like,
yeah. So I interrupted him a lot. My bad. He got how many sacks? Was 1 or 2?
I think it was 2.
2 sacks. I'll look it up in a minute. An interception, which was insane, and a fumble recovery.
Yes, it was. The Buffalo Bills had 2 bad games. Last week against Miami, and this week it was like
2 bad games against Florida teams who literally combined did not have half the wins that the Buffalo Bills had.
Nope, at all. And what makes it worse is that they only managed to score 6 points.
6 points.
Even to the point where Trevor Lawrence was actually knocked out of the game.
He had 1 sack.
Oh, what's that? Okay. Even though Trevor Lawrence was knocked out of the game, and CJ Beathard was going on the field of yards, so that's pretty bad.
CJ Beathard. He's so trash. His name is actually CJ Beathard. He's so bad. I didn't even know what his name was.
Listen,
that explains it.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. The point is, he's trash. But he was going down the field with ease on this Buffalo defense, which is pretty bad. And then also, I'm going to ask Sean McDermott a question. Sean McDermott, I like you. I think he's a great coach. Great coach. You know, they played for him. Very well respected so far. Clean it up. Penalties were horrible.
Over 10 penalties for 112 yards.
That's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Which explains why you were stagnant moving the football. Because I think most of those were on offense. Yeah, not good.
Yeah. And I know, honestly, I know a lot of Bills fans, well, for particularly the Mafia Sports Report, and some other Bills fans too, Brian Dable, the offensive coordinator. We were hearing him all year long, coming into the season talking about, he may get a head coaching job, but I don't think at this point
he might have missed his chance last year.
He might miss his chance because he's not good right now. He's been pretty bad right now. Like, not being able to run the football one. I know that's a front office thing, which they didn't address the offensive line. They have running backs, you just can't open holes for them, so they can't run the ball. And the fact that your best runner is Josh Allen, which are constantly throwing QB draws, is like, it's a problem. I'm getting hurt, pretty bad.
So let's go into why all this happened, shall we? The obvious answer is that Buffalo got destroyed on the trenches. The defense was 100% fine. We're not going to look in the way of the defense at all. Again, they only allowed 9 points.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to look at defensively for the Buffalo Bills. This is one of their easier games because Jacksonville's offense is hot out of garbage. Is 100% on the offense. And Buffalo fans love to praise Josh Allen a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't could do no wrong the last 2 years. Except in this season, I've seen a decent amount of regression. They just don't want to admit it for some reason. Hopefully, after today, they will. But this is not the first time I've seen inaccuracies. This is not the first time I've seen missed throws. This is not the first time I've seen not so smart decisions from said quarterback this whole season. Now, this is the most he's been under duress, I believe, all season. Even worse than Pittsburgh in week 1. I believe this is the worst he's been under duress all season. So when any quarterback was going to go through this type of hell, is going to basically play the way he played. Like, that's how you beat every single quarterback. Get pressure and get in their heads quick. That's what he did. Congratulations, Jacksonville. We did something that no one thought you would do, and I can guarantee you ain't going to do it again.
Nope.
But this is not the first time he's played like this. Now, I want y'all to know, Buffalo fans especially, that there's a small issue up front. I don't know if y'all want to realize that, but here it is. Your line is garbage, whether you're healthy or not.
It's not very good.
You're not going to win many playoff games if you can get a push on the offensive line and run the football with a running back. So you guys got problems. And the unfortunate part about this is that there is nothing you can do at this point to fix it.
Yep, it's too late at this point.
It's up to the players to step it up at this point. Coaching, step it up. It's that simple. You can't make moves. There's no one to sign because you would have done it already. There's nothing to do. You just got to be better at this point. This is something that you could have addressed 2 or 3 weeks ago, but no. So good luck. But I just want y'all to know this. And you know what? And I don't want y'all to misjudge what I'm saying, completely take out what I'm saying out of context. I'm not saying you guys suck, even though it says your bums there, but that's how you play, so you deserve it. It's not that you suck. It's not that you're not going to Super Bowl. It's not that you're not going to win the AFC East. 0.5. Okay. It's not none of that. It just goes to what Trevor and I have been saying since since week 2. The NFL's not very good this year, product-wise. Every team is susceptible to an embarrassing loss, just like you suffered yesterday.
And countless others this week.
Yeah, we're going to go through more of it later. We're going to make fun of them almost as much as we made fun of you. It's just that you're the most disappointing one. That's why we got to you first. Well, that's the theme. Sunday night. That little battle. Well, it's not a battle in Ohio. It was an ass whooping in Ohio. It happens. Carolina's destruction. Like, it happened. Like, there is no great team. There's barely any good ones. Any team could get got. And it goes back into the week before. Destruction in the Bayou by a team that thought they were going to repeat. No, they got their ass whooped. So they're susceptible. That the undefeated team at that point before they lost Thursday night, they lost to a team with no receivers. Literally no wide receivers. It happened.
Yeah.
So Buffalo, this is definitely I don't want to go as far as say it's a blip. This should be eye opening for you guys. But I wouldn't worry too much. Remember, you guys are just as susceptible as literally every other contender that is out there. So what you need to do is hope you match up with someone that doesn't exploit your weaknesses. Unfortunately, your weakness is one of the bad ones that you don't want. A bad line. That's bad. Lucky for you, your defense is top notch. Except you guys haven't really played anyone this year to show that your defense is really top notch. But the meat of your schedule is coming up. So you're going to know about your defense by mid-December. You're going to find out how good your defense actually is. Going against Tampa, going against New Orleans. And you're going to be like, oh, these New Orleans, you don't got a quarterback. Yeah, but Sean Payton is a master offensive caller. So he might actually figure out how to make Trevor Siemian not suck. Or maybe you'll play Taysom Hill and he run down your throat. So chill out. And you got New England Patriots twice, who's getting better every week. So though that stretch of 4 games is going to show what type of team you actually are. But this doesn't. I know Buffalo fans are panicking because they're that type of fan base. They're very, very passionate. They see something like this, they're gonna flip out. So I'm expecting hilarious stuff on Saturday's show of the AFC show. I can't wait for it. Let's move on. Now that we got that one out of the way, because I want to get that one first real bad because it was hilarious. I was laughing. Let's go on to the games that don't matter that much. But there are storylines to basically every game. So this is going to be a long show. This week, you're getting 2 shows that are going to go over an hour. So I hope y'all enjoy us because you're going to see a lot of us this week. So the ones that don't matter, the Thursday night game, who cares? Because Mike White got hurt. That's unfortunate. The greatest player in NFL history got hurt. He probably playing next week. And Texans Dolphins, there was no Tua. Jacoby Brissett got 70 points on the bum ass Texans with Tyrod Taylor in his return threw 3 interceptions and got sacked 5 times. Texans, when are they gonna win again? I don't know.
Maybe never.
Yeah, they might actually go 1-16. It's very possible, but whatever. And is there anything else that doesn't matter? No, everything else has. Oh no, Patriots and Panthers. It doesn't matter. Sam Darnold needs to not play anymore. It is that simple. Sorry, Patriots fan, we're not paying attention to you this week. Next week is a bigger game. We'll give you more spotlight next week's show.
Yes. What's we want to say?
Yeah, Sam Darnold sucks.
Sam Darnold sucks. Joe Brady, who another offensive coordinator who thought we'll get a job this year, has proved that maybe he's not ready for that one either. The offense, Panthers offense is anemic as hell, and I'm being nice. They can't move the football and save their life. Penalties were killing them. They got killed in penalties, especially on the south side of the ball.
They had like 8 penalties for almost 100 yards.
Almost 100 yards, really,
which is a theme of this week too. Undisciplined. There's like 7 teams that got like 8+ penalties in the game and over 100 yards. Like, the hell happened yesterday? I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, also injuries as well on both teams. You got Damian Harris got hurt again. Ramondre Stevenson, hopefully he'll be back.
Basically broke out yesterday.
Yeah, he
destroyed this team. And Brandon Bolden, woo! And Brandon Bolden was insane yesterday.
Like at a certain point, especially for the Panthers, Sam Darnold couldn't do anything. New England was like just teeing off him, saying, "Yeah, he gonna do an interception again." It's like, yo, he don't have it. He doesn't have it. We try to give him a chance.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a jet thing. No, it's him.
No, it's him. He's not good.
He's not good.
That's it. He's just not a good quarterback. He's a career backup at best. He's not nothing. They lost their center yesterday to an ACL, unfortunately. So Panthers lost their center. That's horrible because their line was already trash to begin with. Losing their starting center is never a good thing. Sorry. You guys weren't contending anyway. So hopefully you guys could survive and then he'll come back better than ever next year.
J.C. Jackson was the highlight of the match.
I guess because Darnold, like literally, he's like Christmas came early for JC this year. Yeah, those interceptions were just
too easy.
Yeah, like, I don't understand it. Yeah, he housed one of them, so that's good.
Pick 6 in another interception. It was Stephon Gilmore's you could say homecoming because he's
and revenge game. Both, yeah.
Which, I mean,
he's from South Carolina, right?
He's from the Carolina area. He picked off Matt Jones.
Yeah, he completely blanketed Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. Other than that, yes.
Then again, he would know because he practiced against his team 4 years. But yeah, whatever.
It's whatever.
He got the pick and they did nothing with it.
So. New England has a big game next week against Cleveland, and we'll talk about that.
And that's it. Yes. Chargers and Eagles. There's not much to say about this game. Just a nice, fun back and forth game. They're not supposed to be even teams. But I keep telling you, I think Chargers are going to be on the downslide, man. I don't know. I saw some of this game. It was fun. It was one of the more cleaner, fun, back and forth, not ugly games of the week. This is the game that people should be looking at if you want to introduce someone to the game of football. This is one of the games you should look at. It was really nice. It was fun. Defenses had some nice plays. So Justin Herbert looked like Justin Herbert again. He had like over 300 yards in the end of the third quarter already. Like it was fine. They almost lost though. That's what I'm saying. Like I think Chargers might be on that downside. Like there's not much to say about this game. It's fun. Whatever.
Same old, yeah.
Yeah, same as I'm saying. Whatever. Yeah, everything else has a basic story. Let's go. Falcons and Saints. We thought that Falcons were going to do the Falcons because they noticed they haven't done that yet. And then they let Cordell Patterson get like 60-yard bomb to set up a field goal.
Cordell Patterson is literally the anchor for this Falcons
team. Is. If there was a most improved player like NBA has, I think he might win that award this year.
Yeah, by far, yeah. Because the Falcons almost blew this game. Almost completely blew this game. Well, I said, "Oh, it's happening! But yeah, remember that New Orleans, it's susceptible to blown defensive coverages. So we could say before,
yeah, Vikings, yeah. So it happens. What happened to set up because they were getting beat up for like the first half of the game. The owners was being way too damn conservative. They didn't let Trevor Siemian throw the ball on. I get it because it's Trevor Siemian. We've seen him in Denver, and you guys remember 2016, 17. Yeah. So I gotta kind of get it, but if you're just gonna, I don't ever understand why teams play conservative to a fault. Like, it makes no sense. Then you might as well not be there. If you're gonna be there just to play conservative and lose on purpose, then just don't show up. So I'd rather go down swinging and look like garbage than me playing conservative and just losing that way. Stupid. So once he started throwing the ball, they actually went down to the field. You know why they actually went down the field? Because they remember something. Atlanta's defense is hot garbage. Oh, yeah, they suck. So they threw all over them in the second half with the worst receiving core in the NFL. Maybe they should be the one trying to sign the Beckham. And yeah, they actually came back. Oh, who thought that Atlanta's defense can't hold anything? Oh, well, that happened. And they wound up taking the lead with how many seconds left? Like 50, 40? I don't know how long it was when they got the score. And then Cordell said, F that. Put the team on my back. Got a deep bomb. Boom. But why I'm mentioning this game is because Sean Payton shows, again, Atlanta, is it safe to say they're kind of hot? Right? It's safe to say that, right?
I mean,
they're kind of a hot team.
They've been in games and they pretty much took care of the games that
they won the last, what, 3 or 4? 3 out of 4?
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying they all suck outside of the Saints. This is their best win. But they seem hot or almost, again, 3 out of 4. They found their groove. Yeah, that's why. There you go. They found their groove. So for Sean Payton to stay in this game and actually almost steal the game from them, that shows something for a possible coach of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. That. If he wants to make the playoffs with this team now, he's definitely winning that award. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Was Trevor Siemian? No, stop. So that's why I want to mention this game. Give Sean Payton some credit. Give Trevor Siemian some credit because I know people are going to blame. Oh, he's their core. That's what they lost. No, to be honest, he kind of got held back, and that's kind of why they might. If he played like this from get, they would have won this game because Atlanta sucks. So as also to pause people from being like, "Oh, Atlanta's coming." No, Atlanta is garbage. Stop it. The fact that they're in the playoff picture shows how anemic the NFC is. Then again, it's the whole NFL. Now, Raiders and Giants. The game is not what I want to talk about. We want to talk about why the Raiders can't catch a damn break because today, Monday, a third person got let go. First round pick of 2020, I believe. The cornerback Damon Arnett, who sucks, by the way. He apparently wanted to threaten people over Instagram and show his guns, and now he's cut from the team. A third person.
Okay. Let you finish.
I am finished. Go ahead, one time.
How dumb can you be to do that?
I don't know.
Like, how dumb?
Because I know the gun laws aren't anywhere near as bad over there. So him showing the guns, I'm pretty sure it's not illegal or anything. But you threatening people like
you play for the NFL. It's a publicly traded company.
Yeah, what do you thought was going to happen?
What do you think was going to happen? Like, that's bad publicity. That's terrible.
And not to mention, again, you suck. So where are you going to be playing for now? Who are you going to play for?
The meme machine and the meme machine in prison, because that's exactly where he may go. But in all seriousness, we have to address certain things as well as far as the team. Mike Mayock, the general manager, we feel should be fired.
Yes. He probably should have left the minute John Gruden left. Actually,
yes, we fight. Yeah, I mean, John Gruden got let go for obvious reasons that we're not talking about, but they're a package deal. So I understand.
Exactly.
But I understand why they let John Gruden go first, because whatever.
Because they had no damn choice.
Yeah, no choice. But Mike Mayock is a terrible general manager. And we spoke about this during the guide, that he's an idiot. I've said it. He's an idiot. He doesn't have his drafting, trying to build a team is not the power of one.
Yeah. Their last, I think, 5 first-round picks, because they have multiple, only one might pan out in Brian Edwards, the wide receiver. Arnett and a couple of other defenders, they all are horrible. I think they're not even on the team. I think there's a picture of this. I think I saw it. They're not even a team anymore. What are you doing? Like what?
And also, we have to be honest here. Most of the players on your team have very, very terrible judge of character. He must have
apparently
there's terrible characteristics. Like you have that doesn't make any sense, and that has to fall on you. Has to fall on you.
Yeah, they don't aren't you supposed to interview these players and
or something like
read how they are? Because dude, you got a dude who unfortunately took somebody's life because he don't know how to call an Uber. And then you got somebody else threatening people over Instagram with his guns. My man had like a Uzi and a pistol and all type of like, what the hell is going on here in that damn organization? They go to Vegas and they say F the law. School rules, I got money.
I mean, he was doing this.
Anybody who gets that reference, you're awesome, by the way. Yeah, like
whoever. I mean, first of all, he was doing that when he was in Oakland before they moved to Las Vegas. It was that bad.
True. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He was doing that before, even with the Antonio Brown. We traded for Antonio Brown. Look how that turned out. Like for what? It was at that point you waste your time. But yeah, Mike is not a good GM. He's terrible.
No, he's horrible.
He's horrible. And we don't see how he survives the season at all.
He's not going to.
Because right now, how everything going on right now, they're going to lose out in this division. They're the first place in the division right now, but
look how tight this division is.
Yeah, you got the Chargers, right? Chargers and Chiefs right behind you. Literally,
they're still first?
Yeah, like 5-3 right now. No, the Chargers are.
The Chargers didn't take over. The Chargers didn't take over. I'm pretty sure.
The Chargers are 5-3.
Yep. Yeah,
it's 5-3.
Yeah, because Chargers beat them.
Yeah. And the Chiefs are
one game behind.
Yeah.
And they play this Sunday night. So we're gonna see what happens. I don't know who's gonna win that game. We'll think about it and tell you in the next episode. But yeah, and Broncos are the same. I think as the Chiefs, the same record. They're 5-4. Wow, they're 5-4. Like this division's tight as hell, and Raiders, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell y'all. I think the players, at least. The players that actually have maturity. I don't know what you're doing. Derek Carr, for example. I'm sorry, brother. I don't.
And he had a terrible game last night.
Yeah, he
played horrible. Xavier McKinney.
That pick six basically was one of the Giants' game.
Yeah.
Xavier McKinney was.
Well, magnificent yesterday. Magnificent. It's just sad. It's really sad. And unfortunately, I don't see it getting any better.
I don't think it's getting better either.
One playoff appearance in the last 20 seasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand his organization. Why is it impossible in the last 20 years to find anybody competent in the front office? Like, how hard is it in 20 years? Dude.
One playoff appearance in 20 years that's unacceptable.
And that doesn't even count. Yeah. You went in the playoffs when your quarterback broke his leg and you lost to the Texans.
But no business winning that game if Derek Carr was there.
Yeah, like, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Like,
you know how bad it is? You have Raider fans who are like at the age of from age 25 right now, age 25, around our age group, who has never been to a home playoff game in their lives. There are Raider fans.
Since 2002, man.
There are Raider fans. There are our age that don't even remember the Super Bowl appearance.
And I don't think they want to remember that.
There are Raider fans that were not alive for the last Super Bowl win.
I mean, we weren't. So
we definitely were. No,
we weren't alive for the last Super Bowl.
That's saying a lot. Al Davis passed away, I believe, 2011, 2012. The point is, he's been dead for a long time, for a while now. Rest in peace. But Mike, what's his name again? Mike Davis?
Yeah, Mike Davis.
Mike Davis is a terrible owner too. He's a terrible owner.
2011.
So he's been dead for almost 10 years. That 10 years, and since Mike Davis took over, one playoff appearance. That's unacceptable. Al Davis is literally rolling around his grave right now saying, yo, what happened here? Remember the title, Just Win, Baby?
They don't know
they don't know what that is. It's terrible.
They don't know about that.
And the Raiders have one of the best fan bases in the country.
They do.
That fan base is ridiculous.
Dude.
They travel. Like watching the game here in MetLife, almost half of the MetLife stadium was Raider fan. They travel.
They do.
So it's what you
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
I'm talking to fans. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell y'all. When you with a bad franchise, man, this is what happens, dog. Let's move on. So let's stay in the division. The Broncos beat the ever-loving crap out of the Dallas Cowboys, 30-16. That just shows in the ticker down below us. Oh, I love this damn ticker. I don't gotta say much anymore. I love it. I wish I could change the color, but whatever. Pink ain't bad. Pink is bad. You don't like pink? Go f yourself. Anyway, so, so this game. Look, I don't like putting out excuses, but I'm 95% sure Dak Prescott was still favoring that leg. I'm not saying he acted on it or anything, but I think that really affected his accuracy because he could not hit a downfield pass to save his life yesterday. One drive showed me that. I'm like, dude, he can't throw downfield. Because I listened to a podcast earlier and they blamed it completely on defense because they got ran on and whatnot. I'm like, if I remember correctly, they got stopped on their fourth down, I think 3 times in the first half. What the hell does that have to do with defense? Them getting punted, getting thrown out quick. What does that got to do with defense? That hurts the defense. You put them out there longer to get destroyed even more. The offense. Denver was absolutely masterful. I think it might have been one of those statement games because all week, and we've already in the show too, all week they heard that they're giving up on the season, they're quitting, they got rid of Von Miller, they're done, they don't want to play this anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I guess they got upset. And they said, you know what? Fangio apparently has something for Dallas. Because the defense was absolutely masterful.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And they allowing big plays too, Trayvon Diggs. Allowing big plays.
Yeah. I mean, did people say that Trayvon Diggs was a ball hog? When the last he had an interception was against New England?
I think so.
Yeah, so like I said.
Yeah, because he didn't get one against Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said before, he's okay.
He's good.
He's good.
Good. He's just a ball hog.
He's just a ball hog.
He's not a lockdown cover corner.
Which we know that. We know that. It's fine. Which that's supposed to be.
Let's go even further with that. This defense is nothing if they don't get turnovers. There are an opportunistic defense, not a good defense. If they don't get turnovers, or if they don't play primetime Kirk Cousins, they're not getting stops. As you see here, because Teddy Bridgewater is trash. But he destroyed them.
But he did whatever he wanted to do there.
Which then again goes to show you what we've said all year. There is no great team anyone could got. As you saw yesterday. Again, I think Dak Prescott was not anywhere near 100% in his leg, and he couldn't use his legs to throw down the field. That's what I saw watching him. So that's why I think this is another blip. Hopefully he's healthy next week, and then he can play against whoever he's playing. I think it's Atlanta.
They play Atlanta on next week, and then Kansas City after that.
So hopefully his leg will be fine by then. We'll see. But that's what I honestly think that's why he didn't play well. And it happens. It is what it is. They lost the game. I mean, they got beat up in this game. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. And this is something that we all got to get used to. Every team got these blip games. You know, Buffalo the same week. And Cincinnati, which we'll be going to next now, 2 weeks in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. Tampa Bay last week against the Saints. It happens. Like, yeah, let's go with the beating in Ohio, massacre in Ohio game right now because they lost from the first drive. That pick 6 from Denzel Ward destroyed them from get. And that one play, I think, will illustrate to you what was happening with Cleveland's defense versus Cincinnati's offense. These receivers have not and got punched in the mouth all year until yesterday,
especially against a divisional rival like that. I think that especially how everything going on with Cleveland as far as Odell not wanting to be there is going.
True. That's another team dealing with drama, and then they came up to play.
Just a lot
Denver.
A lot of drama, a lot of distractions going on, especially since they haven't been playing well the last couple of weeks either. We even said that we're not really feeling them as potential contenders, playoff teams anymore. But this was the game they needed. Losing last week to Pittsburgh was horrible. The way they did, they looked terrible. Receivers concussion thing, and they didn't have to do much. They didn't have to do much in this game either. Whenever the defense was wreaking havoc on Joe Burrow and company, you had Nick Chubb, who literally they could have stopped Nick Chubb, which I said that line was going to have issues with him. And that's scary. They had that. It's wreaking havoc. It was like Jamar Chase. I think we was on the AFC East show when someone said that Matt Jones will be the offensive rookie of the year if Jamar Chase doesn't slow down.
Well, it might have started.
It might have started because they literally said, not today. You're a home run hitter. We'll take away the big play from you. You're not doing much, and that's exactly what they did.
Yep. 6 targets for 53 yards. No, 6 catches for 53 yards, 13 targets.
Yeah. They were literally bird's eye view on you, saying, "Nah, we're not gonna let you beat us here." And they did a good job.
They treated these receivers like in the alleyway. They
Yeah.
beat them up. They thugged them. That's what they did. The receivers did not get punched in the mouth all season. This is the first good secondary, maybe outside of Green Bay, but there's only one good corner that they faced all year. And they then, from the line of scrimmage, they were getting punched in the face and they couldn't get open. Joe Burrow had that really bad pick 6 and 2 more tip picks because those receivers were blanketed all day. Plus, their line was getting destroyed. I'm wondering when the hell that was going to happen because that haven't happened in a little while outside last week. And they couldn't run the football. Joe Mix was getting beat up like this is what we thought was going to happen all year. Then they had the little how many wins, like 2 or 3 wins when they were looking a lot better, the offensive line, and then they went back down earth. His defense got destroyed. He's allowing big plays left and right. Peoples Jones going for a 60 touchdown here. Nick Chubb running for a 70-yard touchdown there. It's like they allowing big plays everywhere. Fumbles going on from Jamar Chase. Nothing. I don't know if he had a fumble too. Like this, nah. Yesterday was not the day for Cincinnati.
It wasn't.
They're coming back down to earth now. And again, it's similar to Buffalo, but Buffalo's way better than them though. But similar to Buffalo, their weaknesses are something you can't have when it comes to a postseason appearance. You can't have your trenches weak. It can't happen. Again, at least Buffalo has a great defensive line, so that'll save them a lot of occasions. But
the Bengals don't have either
that good of a defensive line. They have a good defensive player in Trey Hendrickson, but the line not that good. And
it's especially in your own division. Especially in your own division is really bad.
You got to play one more time.
Yeah, the one more time. Baltimore. Yeah, you guys beat the hell out of Baltimore the 2 weeks before. But yeah, whenever if Baltimore's able to do what they do, how they blitz heavy blitz crazy, and y'all can't pick it up or y'all can't stop it, it's gonna be a long day for y'all.
A long day, yeah. I'm hoping hoping that wasn't their Super Bowl. I'm gonna be real sad.
I really hope it wasn't.
My son Burrock don't deserve this, man.
You have 3 teams in that division that can and will get to the quarterback if you're not careful. They will. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cleveland. Now Cleveland, that was a game they needed. That was a game that they needed badly because they have a big game on the road in Foxborough next week. They needed this game badly because I said it last week. If Cleveland ends up losing this game, against the Bengals last week, I say there's no way they could recover. But we'll talk about the New England game against Cleveland next week. That's going to be a really, really big game for both teams. So that's probably one of the premier games next week for us.
It's honestly one of the bigger games of the week, period, because the next week's slate ain't that good.
It's not.
Week 10, not very good at all. All right, let's move on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 games left. Well, let's go with Vikings Ravens really quick. I should have said this earlier. This game wasn't that much. Minnesota was giving it to Baltimore and they're running down their throat. The defense was getting absolutely ass sprayed. Justin Jefferson got a deep one on them quick early. It was looking real bad, but they were only down 7 at halftime, 17-10 Minnesota. You give a great coach like John Harbaugh a good halftime break,
and it's pretty much business as usual.
MVP Lamar, that's what he does. He ran for $120. These receivers actually didn't play as bad as we usually see. Bateman had a nice couple catches. I think they lost Mark Andrews, and he still was doing very well, rallying them. Le'Veon Bell had some big plays. I forgot he existed.
And you know it's bad when he gets big plays now.
Exactly.
You know it's bad. But obviously, it was a big win for the Ravens. The Ravens, with all the injuries they're going through, still finding ways to win.
Yep.
Right now, Lamar Jackson, I can't see anything bad about him. He's
good. Incredible. Marquise showed up. Marquise Brown showed
up. Which finally he showed up. Finally, we waiting for you to show up. But Minnesota, I am sick and tired of the narrative saying that, but they're in all these close games. They're always in it every single game.
It's good to bet on them.
I mean, yes, that's true. But I am tired of the narrative saying that, we had no. I'm sorry. Yeah. You have injuries, right? You have injuries. Right?
I love how you mentioned that because it's gonna set up the next team we're gonna talk about.
Yes, I'm tired of it. Saying,
I think I gave away the next game we're gonna talk about.
Saying, we had a lot of injuries. We're almost there. No, I'm tired of that.
I'm tired of that too.
Y'all can't close out games when you're supposed to. Y'all can't. You can't. And there's too many games that, they almost pulled this one out. They're resilient. Yeah, they're resilient, but y'all still losers at the end of the day. Resiliency is not a column in the standing. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. And I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again. When last week y'all lost to Cooper Rush last week, I said it then. I'm gonna say it now. Vikings and playoffs should not be in the same sentence. And if some of y'all who are fans of the Vikings who watch this right now are probably pissed off at me saying that, but I don't give a damn.
You know what? I don't think so. I think they agree 100%.
No. There's some people.
Okay, the dumbass is sure, but I think the majority.
Yeah, majority of them, yes. Majority of them, yes.
Agree with you.
Agree with me. I'm like, no, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. The fact that you have this narrative that 1 p.m. Kirk Cousins is light years better than primetime Cousins. Are we really kidding ourselves right now? Is that really the narrative that y'all want to put there? A lot of y'all want to make Kirk Cousins be so good. Y'all want Kirk Cousins to be so good, so much. He passes stats. He has great stats. Who gives a shit?
Mind you, he didn't have good stats yesterday. He even threw 200 yards.
Who cares? I'm tired of the Vikings. The Vikings. That's done.
They're 3-5. They're done. Yeah,
they're done. Like, stop trying to make them a thing. Maybe next year, but not right now. This is not a team. It's not good.
No, they're gonna go through a rebuild next year. Because I'm 95% sure that coach is going to be.
Yes, Coach Zimmer. Yeah, I don't see.
It might be time.
It might be time. He's been here 8 years. Too many coaching blunders, especially in these close games. Not being able to adjust. The fact that you're up, you had a pretty excellent first half, and then only managed to be up by 7 points at halftime against a Ravens team with one of the best coaches in the league is bad. Like,
no, the best coach is one of the best players. What the hell you thought was going to happen?
You don't
keep him around. You don't
do that. And then Mike Zimmer, you've been here too long. You've been in Minnesota too long.
You played against you coached against this coach for years.
Yeah,
actually.
So there's no excuse now. I don't see how he manages to survive. He'll probably finish off the year, but he's not turning back on next year. There's no way I wouldn't bring him back. So yeah, you need some new blood in there. Fire the whole staff. Gotta go.
Yeah, they're gonna go. Kirk Cousins has 1 more year, and he's gonna go most likely 2. So within the next 2 years, we're gonna see probably a complete rebuild.
Yes,
in Minnesota again. Sorry, but yeah, it's time. It is what it is. Good luck. At least you're not trying to find. Well, you do need a good luck finding a quarterback. I know what to tell you because Jeff. It sounds like nobody's available. So.
No. Absolutely. But what about Kellen Mond?
Next, speaking of injuries and excuses for coaches, I don't know if we talked about Kyle Shanahan in this show yet. I think we did once. It's time to completely destroy him because he went against a team who didn't have their starting quarterback, running back, or wide receiver, and got 30-piece. Mind you, he got George Kittle back and got players back, by the way, and they got 30-piece.
CBS put out a picture saying that, how it was a bad week for everybody, how the teams like the Rams, the Green Bay, and Buffalo, teams like that who were like quote-unquote contenders and had a bad loss and everything, they put San Francisco there too. They put San Francisco there. And I'm like, why is San Francisco on this list for? They haven't been good all season.
They lucky 2019 happened.
That's what it is. They keep on holding. This is why the sports media is so garbage. You're trying to hold on. But look at people love San Francisco. San Francisco is a big market, great fan base and everything like that. And when they do good, the league does good. Look, we can agree on that, right? 2019 was like 2 years ago. They were horrible last year because of injuries and everything like that. What's the excuse now?
2017 they were trash. 2018 they were trash. 2019 they should have won the Super Bowl. 2019 they were 2020 they were trash because of injuries, and now they're trash. So 4 out of 5 years. I don't know if he was a head coach in 2017. I think he was, right?
He was because 2016.
Yeah, he didn't have a quarterback, right? And he traded for Garoppolo mid-season, right?
Yes.
So he sucked.
So that's 5 years. That's 5 seasons. You've been the coach of the
San Francisco 49ers. You were good once. One time. Again, you should have won Super Bowl that year. But one time, you were good. The other 4, because I almost put up the wrong finger. 4, garbage. You are a sub 500 coach in your head coaching career. Why are we labeling you a good one?
You know why? You know why they labeled him a good one? Name cachet.
Mm.
Just because your daddy was a great head coach, and we're gonna give him that a great head coach at one point in
I
time.
don't think he was a great head coach.
I'm just going
I
by
think
the
it was
narrative.
good.
He, as I said, a good head coach at one time.
But
He's a household name, basically.
He is a household name, yes.
And he was a pretty damn good coordinator. He was in Atlanta, so one of the highest scoring teams Atlanta has ever had. So there's like, oh, give him a job. You know, he has a smart football mind. Again, it's the nepotism is killing me right now. But it's like, and I hope we can do this in the next show too for our mid-season awards.
This is a segment. The segment of our next show is going to be the mid-season show. It's going to be a coaching segment. It's going to be great. It's going to be grand.
The fact of the matter is that we have coordinators, hotshot coordinators, young coaches from college or anyone around the league and say, hey, we need a new young guy who's going to lead our franchises, and hasn't done shit. Hasn't done nothing to get to that point. You have one hot year, and then next thing you know, all right, he's going to be the head coach. He's great. We've seen this so many times. Yeah, Adam Gase. He was the offensive coordinator. He used to give coffee to Peyton Manning in Denver, and now he got a head coaching job. He's not even in the league anymore. Thank God. Good fucking riddance. Not everyone can be Sean McVay. I'm sorry. Not everyone can be Sean McVay.
If there were more Sean McVays, then what would make Sean McVay so special?
Yeah. Which is so special now because you have
that logic.
Yeah. Matt Rule. People say, "Oh, Matt Rule, he improves everywhere he goes." Blah 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 blah. And look at Carolina now. Now, granted, they have no idea the quarterback. They have no idea who their quarterback is. Probably the third straight year you're looking for the quarterback. So that's neither here nor there. But why we give and people constantly give him a pass? No, not us. You're not getting a pass today.
No, he's one of the more overrated coaches I've ever heard of.
Yeah,
he is.
But it's not gonna matter to them because Lynch will keep him there until.
And then we gotta look at you too because you're not doing that good of a job either on the GM side. Did you ever draft a corner your entire lineage there? You have no cornerbacks. You have Josh freaking Norman as your starting cornerback. What the hell does that say?
Wait, hold on. First of all,
that piece of garbage.
John Lynch, we've been talking about you for years now. Ever since that fallout you had with Jim Harbaugh when he was there, that fallout, which is he's honestly the best coach I've ever had in your tenure as a GM, and you managed to screw that up. Then you had want to say after
Jim Tom Sula was after that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was. And then you had Kyle Shanahan. One good year in Atlanta. I didn't be my head coach. The first year we gave you a pass because no quarterback, whatever.
The next year Jimmy Garoppolo ripped his knee. And the year after that you went to Super Bowl and choked it.
But that fell on John Lynch too. Like you literally gave up. You literally got nothing. You basically New England gave up nothing to get Jimmy Garoppolo. Like you literally gave him nothing. Like take this second round pick. Like that's it. That's all. Like you don't get them. Like what? Okay, no problem. Whatever. So I don't know. We gotta look at you guys too because that's ridiculous.
Oh, you're looking at them because again, you can't find no talent on the secondary at all, right? You want to put all your assets on the defensive line. Too bad most of those picks didn't really work out, and you were too cheap to keep one of them. And that Ken Law one ain't working out very well, is it? But you let DeVaris Buckner walk, right?
Dumb.
The Armstead dude ain't working out very well, is he? But no, right? And there was another dude, to Solomon Thomas. Oh my God! So yeah, that was a top 4 pick. He sucked. The only one that you really hit on was Nick Bosa. You didn't hit nobody there either. You put a lot of freaking capital on that line, and only one of them really panned out. So, offensive line is okay, but then Trent Williams is gone. What happens? Nothing. Look at that. You put high capital on running backs too. Too bad they don't play. You got that kid that's drafted in the 6th round this year. He's the one that's starting running back, not the guy you drafted in the 2nd round. I forget their names. You guys don't know. I don't know. They're not worth me knowing their names right now. So who cares? But none of that's working out. Brian Ayuk is going on some type of down year, I guess. I don't know if it is a character thing or anything, because when I see him play, he performs, but then y'all have him in the doghouse for some reason. So he's not playing. You got Debo Samuel, who's good. George Kittle can't stay on the damn field. You got no other tight ends. Can't find no quarterback. You wasted all those capital to get Trey Lance, who shouldn't have been a first round pick to begin with.
Nope.
I don't understand the scouts on any of y'all teams that thought he was a first round talent. That dude is garbage. I don't understand.
We said this in the guy. We said, why is he? No, but not even the guy.
In the draft thing,
the draft. I said no. I thought Matt Jones would Matt Jones looked like the best choice out of them. One of the best situation he would have been in was either in San Francisco or in New England. One of the two places I thought he'll excel well. But this is bad.
I'm just saying that's what type of stuff he's doing. That GM is absolutely overrated too. You're not going nowhere now, but next year is a prove it year. If I wish we were rich enough to be an owner, because I'll be looking at y'all for next year like, if I don't see at least 11 wins, y'all get in the can because you haven't done nothing.
You've been there long enough.
Yeah.
I believe this will be his 6th season there. His 6th season. Yeah. At that point, we have more of a sample size to say, yeah, listen, this is not working. You got to go.
Yeah, like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not getting real talent. You haven't done nothing. You haven't done jack.
Because this trajectory of up, down, up, then down,
and then it's not even us to kind of like that. It's just straight down after 2019. It's straight trash. How much more? And I'm hearing there's a lot of fallout in the front office too. Actually, I heard that Kyle Shanahan is I almost said a bad word. He's stubborn, too stubborn for his own good.
So he's an asshole.
Yeah, damn it. I was trying to avoid that word, but okay.
Let's be honest.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing he has too much power for his own good. Which why the hell he has that much power to begin with? I don't know.
So which only person who given that not GM, because I was the GM, Jed York. You've been the president or whatever you want to call it, investor. My point is, you're in charge. You're in charge of the franchise, right? Obviously, you gave him that power. So
yeah, mind you, they got mad young kids that aren't playing. They got these whack trash veterans like Josh Norman, for example, playing when they don't deserve to be on the field. But they got these young who's playing worse than the kids would. So why aren't these kids being developed and playing? Especially in a season like this one. Come on, keep it real. I'm not going nowhere. So why aren't the kids playing and trying to develop and get better? And they got all these bum veterans. Like, I don't understand. It's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick ain't nothing. Like, what do you mean?
They were so, and I think we'll talk more about that in the next segment. But I'm gonna end with this. Y'all been sold a bad deal of goods. You think it was a bag of goods you were sold, but it's really a bag of shit. Because this is bad. But we'll get more to that in the next episode. We're gonna dive into all that. I can't wait.
It's gonna be bad. Wait. All right. So the Chiefs. Good win, I guess.
No.
No, it was a good win in the terms of they're in the AFC West picture still. They're only a game or behind, or game and a half behind the Chargers because they lost them already.
Okay.
Behind, you know what I'm saying? They're still somehow in the mix as bad as they're playing. Mind you, they look like the second or the worst team in this division. But they are still in the mix. You know, thank you for, of course, this is the year the rest of the NFL decides to be trash and let a team like this get in. Now, they're going against an Aaron Rodgers Green Bay Packers team, right? Okay, they're Aaron Rodgers. They have a kid who they drafted first round last year, which made Rodgers go bananas from the beginning. So they have their running backs, right? They have the wide receivers back from COVID protocol, right? Yes. Their offensive line is there for the most part. Their defense is good and played, right?
Of course.
These dudes only managed to score 7 mother trucking points, right? I'm not even talking about. I don't even care about talking about Kansas City right now because they know they suck.
I want to ask this question.
Okay.
And Packer fans, maybe you could answer this for me. But who's the GM for the Packers? I believe.
I forget his name. No, is it Laurie?
Because this is my Laurie is that's the Eagles.
Eagles, thank you.
That's the Eagles. Yeah, Jeffrey Lurie's the Eagles.
There's too many names for me to remember, dude. Like
no, Jeffrey Lurie is the owner of the Eagles. GM. I want to ask him a question. Because out of all the turmoil that's happened all year.
Oh, Gutekunst. Huh? Brian Gutekunst.
I'm not going to say his last name because I can't pronounce it.
Gutekunst.
Brian G. Let's call him Mr. G. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that and butchering his name, even though he's pretty trash.
It's Gutekunst. It's very good.
You know what? I'd rather not say it because the last part of his name, I may screw up and say something else.
You know what's funny? I said his name 3 different ways last time, right? So I don't know how to say it either.
But anyway, all seriousness, I think it's embarrassing how the Green Bay Packers literally are at the mercy of Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has screwed you guys.
Yeah, his stock went way up yesterday.
Yes, he did. Aaron Rodgers screwed y'all to the point where he wanted to get traded in the offseason. Y'all did everything that you kissed his ass. You did everything you could to keep him to come back. You brought Random Cobb back. His request has been shit since he left Green Bay. You brought him back. You trying to lose weapons there. All right, bring him back one more time. Then the thing with COVID happens. He decided he said he wasn't vaccinated, but whatever. So he's out of the game. It's going to one of the big games of the year, Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes. And also, he was so pissed off at you that you guys drafted Jordan Love, which, coming into that draft, we didn't know who the hell he was. Let's be honest. Did you know who Jordan Love was before he got drafted? Unless you're a big college football fan, wherever school he came from. Other than that,
mind you, we studied the F out of that 2020 draft too.
No,
we did homework.
Yes, and he was not nowhere near our first round mock drafts. I didn't know who he was, so I don't care. Anyway, drafted him, pisses Aaron Rodgers off, right? To the point where this happens. Now you have Jordan Love to go out there on big game to try to rob the troops. They Kansas City has their own problems, obviously, their own problems, but having the second worst defense in the league. Patrick Mahomes is playing like garbage the whole season. He's a turnover machine. I mean, surely without Aaron Rodgers, you could probably do something here. At least make this score more than 7 points, but you did. And you realize that watching this game, Jordan Love is shit. Let's be honest, he's not good. If you can, I don't give a damn. Decent backups could move the football on this Kansas City defense. The defense is shit. And they managed to look like the 2000 Ravens again. They literally, they did whatever they wanted. You couldn't move the football around, third and fourth down, shutting people down, just shutting everybody down. Like, what's going on here? 7 points? On that defense? But the defense played well.
They were amazing.
They were amazing. They allowed 13 points. They allowed a Patrick Mahomes-led team. Patrick Mahomes in that is prolific when he's not turning the football over. He's prolific. You know what I'm saying? They score points at will. You only held them to 13 points. That's amazing. But the offense, 7 points. Matt LaFleur, 7 points. Matt LaFleur, 7 points. You mean to tell me that you couldn't come up with any offensive schemes to help Jordan Love somehow look presentable?
I'm glad you said that because it's not all Jordan Love's fault. I'm happy that you mentioned that because what the hell type of offensive game plan was that?
That was disgusting. Against this horrible defense. Joe Judge did a better job against this bum-ass defense than you did. And the Giants are not good. They are not good. You, Green Bay, last week defeated Arizona with no receivers. No receivers. You go against the worst defense in the league and you only managed 7 points? Matt LaFleur, what's going on here? You started to look like your brother early in the season. It's pretty bad. That was disgusting. Disgusting. No. And if I'm a Packers fan, I'm very worried because Aaron Rodgers is not going to be here for long. Better yet, you have a good 2 to 3 months before he's out the door. And then you're going to be, and all those years of being very, very good, I'm sorry, it's over for you guys. I think we're going to witness the end of the Green Bay, I don't want to call it, what do you call this run? What do you want to call it? Like,
there is no run. They didn't do anything.
I'm talking about as far as their consistency of being very good. You're a very, very good team. Not a great team. You're very, very good. You just do enough to get there. You can't finish the job. Nah, I'm not going to use that analogy. I'm not going to use that analogy. That would be terrible. But anyway, the point is, it's over. It's over. And you guys are screwed. Y'all are screwed. And you got to blame higher ups for that. Sorry, Packers fans.
All right. So I'm not going to go far to say they're done in terms of the franchise after this year, even though it's very plausible after what we saw yesterday. Yes, and I'm very happy Trevor mentioned that LaFleur coached one of the most disgustingly bad conservative game I've ever seen. They didn't let this kid try to do anything. But I will say this, there might be reason for it. And it is because that kid is not ready to play as a starter, not even a little bit.
Okay. Glad you mentioned
Not
that.
even a little bit. This kid missing throws. This kid had happy feet all game long against one of the worst defenses in the league. All they did on third downs, and a big reason they kept having third and longs over and over and over again because of the play calling on 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 9s. They just brought the house every third down because it's Steve Spagnuolo. All he knows how to do is blitz because he sucks too. And all he did was blitz 7, blitz 8
the whole night, and he was getting.
And this kid didn't know what to do. He just panicked and threw out and inaccuracy everywhere. If you can't handle a blitz, then you do not belong in this league. It's very simple because if you can't handle blitz, you are the easiest person to defend. Easy. All I gotta do is send house.
He mentioned that Steve Spagnuolo has been awful. It's awful all year, and if you listen to the commentary, which I won't be surprised if you don't listen to the commentary when we watch the games, but they were saying, "Yo, Steve Spagnuolo was dialing it up."
Troy Aikman was upset.
Be very upset. He was pissed.
He's like, "Yo, this kid." He wants to call this kid trash all broadcast long, but he can't. He's like, dude, like if you can't handle this blitz, like basically was saying the whole time, just sitting there like, yo, this quarterback doesn't know what the hell he's doing. That's basically what we're saying.
And you can't really fault him too much because I guarantee they don't give him the reps anyway.
They don't. That's true.
You can tell you don't give him the reps. Aaron Rodgers. Like Aaron Rodgers clearly doesn't want to be there. He clearly didn't want to be there anyway. So I would have been like, listen, he's a quarterback, but I'm gonna let you get some reps on the first strings, just in case, so you can get accustomed to the playbook and with actual football, because simulating against real NFL talent. Now I'm not gonna say that
real NFL speed.
Yes, I'm not gonna say that though,
because the game was definitely too fast for him. No question.
Now I'm not gonna say that the people he practices against are not NFL talent. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just saying that it's that most of them aren't. But I'm saying that give him a chance. Yeah, you mentioned NFL speed. Get accustomed to the league.
Which is why I like that you said the word worried and not give up on your franchise in the future, because this is his first start. And it kind of came up suddenly. It's not like they planned on him to be the starter. No, it was sudden. So it was like it sprung on him. This is the type of stuff that happens. Not everyone could be a Justin Herbert from last year, because last year this happened with Justin Herbert. He sprung the starting job and he almost beat Kansas City. Kansas City was still good. So, like, what I'm saying? No one could always be a Herbert. But it sprung on him. He didn't know what he was doing. Everybody knows he's a project. Again, nobody really knew who he was when the job came out anyway. So everybody knew he was a project, whatever. So worry is the word. Don't give up on the season. No, on next season. Be like when Aaron Rodgers leaves, like, oh my God, we're effed. We don't have a quarterback. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Chill. He's going to have, especially if Aaron Rodgers does leave this offseason, he's going to have the entire mini camp, the entire preseason, entire training camp to be first rep, and then maybe at that point he actually becomes something decent next year.
True. Now,
but I would be worried though, 100%, if I was a Green Bay fan too. I'm worried.
That's why I say, guys, maybe screwed. Now next year, people say it's a project, everything, I fine, whatever. Now next year, which if he does get to it, which I think he will, because Aaron Rodgers is coming back, I release him back. If he hasn't progressed from that moment from there, then you may have a problem.
Then you're done. Yeah.
Then you have a problem, because nobody had him drafted this high anyway. So I don't know what's going on here. But
yeah, then you're done. If he sucks next year, you're done. Yeah, that's no question about that. But yeah, that from what I saw, I remember seeing him in the preseason. I didn't like what I saw either. I saw this in the preseason. I just thought that they'll be able to run the ball on this Kansas City Chiefs defense over and over.
Could do that.
But when you know it's coming, it's not impossible to stop. Especially when you're recalling very conservative play calls in a passing game. Why would I not stack the box and stop Aaron Jones and company?
That's what they did. Happened. And it also, not only can he kick a blitz, even though I'm gonna stop the run, I'm trying to disguise everything, the run play, to really come after you. Like we know you're gonna run the ball, but I'm gonna have to blitz every single time, just so I know if you pass the ball, you're gonna have no chance. And that's what they did. Think of it as spamming blitz on Madden. That's exactly what Speak Spaniel did.
Yeah, I mean, engage 8 over and over
Yeah,
again.
over and over again.
I'll also say this on special teams, like, dude, like, what the hell are those fumbles, those muffs? Like, what? This game was bad, by the way. But let's get out of Green Bay because we already destroyed them enough. This whole game entirely was disgusting. It was very sloppy. I don't know why this was a televised NFL game. It was absolutely disgusting.
And
Kansas City was horrible, just as bad as they were. Mahomes should have thrown, I think, 2 interceptions. They were dropped, especially the one on Kevin King at the end of the first half. I don't know how the hell that bum dropped that interception because Mahomes rifled it right at him. I don't know how he dropped it, but I don't know what the hell is going on with that Mahomes this year. But this is what I want to say about this because he's trash. I don't want to hear nothing. He's bad this year. He's bad quarterback. I don't even know if he's top 15 quarterback this year specifically. I don't know. He's that bad. But every person is susceptible to a bad year, and you're having a bad year. It is what it is. But I do want to say this, and it's gonna make me sound like that I'm giving excuses when I've been destroying him all year. But there might be something to this toe thing, dude. Because you know why I say this? It's because this downward spiral that he's having is too sudden. How do you go from the best to this garbage in the summer? like what the hell happened in the last 7 months that you're this trash? It has to be that he's not healthy. It's too bad, you know. You don't become this trashed out from nothing. Something had to happen, and I don't want to hear the word "figured out" because it's not that figured out. Is that he has to be injured? I want to give at least 35 to 40% of the blame on that, and to me, the rest is personnel. Because no one wants to mention how bad his receiving core is. Kelsey was despicably bad yesterday. He couldn't catch a ball yesterday. He was horrific yesterday. Like, I don't know what's up with him this year too. It's not just yesterday. This whole season he hasn't been good. So it has to be personnel too. There's no receivers. This line doesn't know that. There's no tight end apparently doesn't want to play football anymore. And the running backs can't do nothing when nobody can get a push on the offensive line. Like, this kid has no support this year. And again, if people gonna talk about the money, he ain't getting paid yet. I think next season or the season after that is where the money comes in. So it has nothing to do with money yet. So the personnel, GM, yo, what's up? I don't know. I think the person who got figured out more than anybody else is Andy Reid, more so than Patrick Mahomes, because they didn't run the same damn plays over and over again for years. And the hell, you don't know nobody's gonna catch up to that. So, like, what's up? But that's what I think should get more blame than Mahomes or anything. I think it's the coach and this is the GM for not putting enough talent. And then is Mahomes, I think, is more of the fact that he has nobody to help him out. They got Josh Gordon playing out there. Like, why is he in the NFL? And then Tyreek Hill gets doubled every play. I mean, you know, he's overrated as hell. So he gets double played. He's taken out of the game, right? Shoot. Like, we forgot about that. You know how the Mahomes like to roll out and then throw to Tyreek Hill for the game winners? Like, right. I forgot about that. Like, I'm surprised that worked yesterday for him to win the game. Like, this team is like, but I do think there's something. I think Amber said this in our live show last time, right? So shout out to her for mentioning this. And I've been really looking at it ever since. And this inaccuracy is ridiculous. So I think there is something to that. So I think she's right. I mean, personally, they still suck and they're garbage and they cost me money. So F them. But it's the truth. I'll tell you what the truth is. I think because it's the downward spiral is too sudden and too steep. Like, there has to be a real reason behind it. And I think part of it is he's injured down his foot and he can't get enough accuracy off his legs. You know, similar to what happened to Dak yesterday. So that's what I think. All right, so we're already an hour and 10 in. Let's finish this up with the Sunday night game. Wow.
I gotta say this. The Rams also fell victim to a very bad loss. Let's just be honest here. A very bad loss for them. Besides the one against Arizona, that's pretty expensive. It was not a bad loss. More like, hey, did this better than you at that moment. But this was a bad loss. Tennessee lost Derrick Henry, literally the catalyst of this offense. And they've had a lot of injuries in the wide receiving core. Either AJ Brown's hurt or Julio Jones is hurt. So yeah, obviously a lot of people have said the Rams are going to run all over them. Run all over them because they can't move the ball, whatever. Talk about the bully getting punched in the mouth.
Literally, this is what happened. This is what got punched in the mouth, and I love it. And I want to give a shout out to these names that follow.
Well,
These names. Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle of the Tennessee Titans. Danico Autry, defensive tackle or end, whatever, for the Tennessee Titans. Harold Landry, the edge rusher for Tennessee Titans. Kevin Byard, the star safety of Tennessee Titans. And one more name. Head coach Mike Vrabel. Those star players absolutely annihilated this entire finesse team that is the Los Angeles Rams. And it gives me a theory of this season and what I think is going to happen from here on out. Because the Rams are more talented than this team, there's no question. They have more talent, they have better players, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we all know. But as you all should know by now, especially in sports, period, talent and better players don't win you games. And I believe in this season, the more physical and disciplined team are going to be the ones to win the Super Bowl this year. Not the more talented, not the one better players, not with even the best player. The one that is more talented, that's more physical, and the one that is more disciplined are going to be the ones win the Super Bowl this year. Because we've seen it too many times already. Because that's what happened in this one. Tennessee literally beat, it was like if they were getting jumped in an alleyway. They got beat down today. Yesterday, Tennessee got their fist out and gave them all the smoke. That's all we have to say about this game. It was amazing to watch. I loved every bit of it, and I don't give a crap about any of these teams. I just love the physicality that this football game that we watched today was missing. Is games and teams like this, and I have a new respect for the Tennessee Titans this year. Mike Vrabel is no question a Coach of the Year candidate. We'll talk more about that in the next episode. Because he is rallying these troops with all the injuries they have in the secondary. So what?
If I was to win.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. And their offense was anemic for most of this game. Tennessee. It didn't matter. This defense said, so what, we got this. Carried them on their back and they took them down. Now, here's the problem. Going forward, wins like this is not sustainable. You're going to have to throw the football more often than not because you don't have running backs anymore. Adrian Peterson is a fossil. So he's not going to be able to carry nothing. You're going to have to throw the football. So are they going to let Tannehill throw the ball downfield, and are we going to learn more about Tannehill going forward? We'll find out in the next few games. But this game, it didn't matter. I didn't need to. But I will say this on the Tennessee offense. They hit when they had to hit back.
Mm-hmm.
And they struck when they needed to struck. And they did. They're wonderful. They actually took advantage of their defense playing lights out. And I applaud them. We clapped for Mike Vrabel, I think, last week, if I'm not mistaken.
You did.
And he gets it again. Mike Vrabel was absolutely wonderful this year. Absolutely. I'm done for now.
Yeah. It just pretty much it. Yeah. Bully came in and punched him in the mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what you needed. You needed, especially when pretty much nobody had a chance to win this game.
No.
When people said, I'm not gonna lie to you, we had said last week that Titans only need to win 3 games to make the playoffs, and we figured that it would not, well, one down, 2 to go, but this still may be a team to really watch out for because they can sneak up on you. Of course, the Rams, but again, a lot of football left to go. We'll see. I think he's mentioned before, it's not sustainable for this type of wins to do, but you got to applaud Mike Vrabel for being able to coach this team and leading the troops, and that's what you want.
Yeah,
that's what you want.
Exactly, and don't overreact on the Rams side of things.
No,
things like this happen.
Of course not.
They're still a top team in the league. Still,
after seeing the whole week of all those teams going down, I'm like, listen, this is just a bad week. Anyone can get got. It happens. But
it is what it is. Just that they are finesse though, and they says they're not physical up front because that line got destroyed. They're not physical up front, and they can't run the football. Again, you're gonna see things a lot. This is a passing league. Too bad I'm seeing these passing teams getting punched in the throat and can't say nothing about it. It's like an old school football is coming back little by little.
I love it.
At least in this year.
I love it.
And those are the teams that are winning. That's how they win the games. It's insane and it's great. I love it. I love the physicality. It makes me more excited for the playoffs. This playoffs is gonna be interesting. Gonna be some upsets, and it's not really an upset. Like
this whole year,
one is not that far from each other. All these contenders, so it's not really an upset. This whole year is weird.
Yeah. Very interesting. We'll see what goes on from there.
Yeah, I'm excited for this playoff stretch, man. It's gonna be physical, and I miss physical football. I can't wait. I'm glad I've seen it this week.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man, anybody can get it. Anybody can do it. It's to the point where the Patriots they might be able to contend at this rate because everybody's so close together, including them, and they're on the better trajectory. They're going up. You know what I'm saying? So teams like that can do it. So I remember hearing all this stuff about Patriots winning the Super Bowl. They're laughing at them like, hey, are they going to win the Super Bowl? Probably not. But how do you know? And it's not just them. Tennessee could do it. Why not? At this rate. Why not Tennessee can do it? Why not?
We just have to watch everything play out. That's all.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. But other than that, we're done here.
Yeah, we're done.
We're not here. If for those who are new here, obviously there's a new thing like
everybody's new here. Everybody's before.
so on your phone, take your phone out, and on this side of the screen, scan your phone with your camera to automatically go straight to the Apple Podcast app, and you'll see us there. Just you can download there, download there, and immediately we're right there.
Again, it is the preferred way for you guys to support us. Again, we have all the other links in the description, the YouTube, Spotify's,
iHeartRadio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Play Radio, app, Podcast Dynasty on Twitter.
Yeah, all that's there, but we prefer to be on Apple Podcasts because we are affiliates of Apple Podcasts now.
Of course.
So that's the best way to support us because you support that, Apple supports us, and we support you. You like that triangle? You like that?
Yes.
That's how it works.
Speaking of supporting you, the NFL Pick'ems list has been fun as hell.
Not this week.
This week was horrible. But shout out to Anthony Kreke for being the only person to pick the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Buffalo Bills. I couldn't believe it. I was like going through the list saying, all right, fine, who's going to meet?
Dumbass luck.
Who's the tiebreakers here? And he's been doing well all year. So shout out to him for that. And for that.
Yeah, that makes sense for this year.
Yeah.
Dumb luck.
Other than that, we're out of here. Peace.
I said it. Dumb luck.
We love you, Anthony, though. We love you, though. But that's some bull crap.
Yeah, come on. Come stop, dog.
No one would have thought that. Put them with money on them. But
hey, whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Peace.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
This next episode is the mid-season show. It's gonna be as long or longer than this one, so have fun with that. We're gonna be talking about culture stuff. We're gonna talk about mid-season awards. We're gonna talk about our stupid picks. That's gonna look mighty stupid when we talk about them, and we're gonna have the chance to revise any of them. And what else? Oh, and the picks for week 10.
All right.
Is there anything else I want to say? I think we're gonna do Thanksgiving special on this. This place is awesome. This is Melon app. Yeah. So this is gonna be awesome to bring all you guys here, and the chat's gonna be live. Yeah. Oh, should I announce this here or should I announce this on Facebook? I'm announcing both. Yeah, we're not doing that Facebook live shit no more.
No, we're not.
Especially what happened last time. We're gonna do our live shows here.
Yes.
Which is connected. It's gonna be connected to Facebook. I think it's gonna be connected to YouTube. It's connected to all those nice places. So you guys should just go on the YouTube and comment there and try to join there, and it's gonna be the same thing.
Also, if you want to join,
and it won't destroy us.
Also, if you want to join in on the actual thing right there, we'll send you the link and we'll let you come on the show or whatever. But it'll be a time limit because we can only have like 4 people at a time. A time limit because come back on. We'll figure it out. Or 5 people at a time.
It's 6 overall, including us.
All right, so 5 at a time, and then we'll give you that time limit. Say what you got to say and get up out of here. But yeah, there's a lot of people trying to get on the last show, and that was a debacle right in there. You know what? Mike Zuckerberg is amazing. You know, thank you.
That's why we're leaving him.
That's why we're leaving your podcast. I mean, I can say that because they're not going to sue us no more. Yeah, whatever. The point is, please love applesauce.